everybody, welcome back to another episode of Bass and More Outdoors. I'm Justin, and now that we're done building the rifle, we need to get the rifle set up to us. We have plenty of things here. We have an adjustable grip that goes back and forth so that you can get the right reach on your trigger. We have the adjustable buttstock so that you can get the right reach there. And then we have the adjustable cheek pad, all based off of the scope and everything else. So what we're going to do is we're going to start, and then when we're all done, I actually think I have all the attachments I want on here except for my sling, and mainly because I don't have the right attachment for the rear back here. But we'll go ahead and attach it anyway and get a final weight of what this rifle would weigh to go hunting with, as I started out in the first series. So let's get into this, and this is the last part of the rifle build. After this, hopefully in the next month or two, we'll be able to get to the range and make sure that the scope is sighted in properly, which I'll probably do another video on sighting in the scope, and see what kind of group we can get. So yeah, well, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to adjust our grip, and that's because that's going to have to do with the buttstock as well too, making sure you got the right grip so that you can adjust that buttstock to the right length. So on the grip, what we want to do, and as you can see, I've got my flag in showing that there's nothing in the chamber. We don't have the magazine in, and the safety is on. So at this point, we're pretty safe. But what we want to do is we want, as you can see, I've got the handle all the way back, and my finger is barely touching the tip of the trigger. So what we're going to end up doing is sliding that handle forward a little bit. And what you want is you want a good 90-degree bend right on that trigger, so it's a nice, good, comfortable feel when you get that shot off. So sliding it all the way in, my finger's just past it. So what I'm going to do is just a little bit back, and right there seems to be the adjustment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold that. That feels best for my finger. And what I'm actually going to do is take it off the safety and probably dry fire it just to ensure. Oh, take the flag out might help. Dry fire it just to ensure that it does feel good where I'm at before locking this thing down, and then try it again afterwards just to make sure that the settings on this are just where I like it. And like I said, that actually feels really good right there. Maybe a little more further back. Right there's actually probably good. Yep. So we're going to go with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start tightening all of these down, and I'm not like torquing them down or anything like that, just a good tighten to where the handle won't move, the grip won't move anymore. And then what I'm going to do is, because I'm the only one that's really going to be firing this rifle, and I don't plan on really changing much once I get this set up right, is I'm going to go ahead and lock tight these screws down as well too. This way I know that as I'm out there bumping it around, taking shots, things like that, it doesn't change on me or adjust. So I'm just going to lock them down really good for now as we do the adjustments, and then after I'm done adjusting off camera, I'll go through and get all of those Loctited down so that they're nice and good. So yeah, so that's all tight. So now when it comes to setting up your length of your pole, your buttstock here, the way you want to do it is you want to have your arm at a 90-degree bend, and you want to have the buttstock in your arm, and you want to be able to have that same reach that you had before and comfortable. So I'm actually a little further forward than I want to be, so I'm going to bring this out just a little more, which we have to loosen these first, and then from there I can bring it out. Might go the right way. And again, rest that in the arm. You can see I still got a lot there. Still got a lot of adjustment, man. So let's take right there. So we've got the good 90-degree bend in the arm, put the buttstock in. Maybe just a little further. I'm going to be out of adjustment on that real soon. Gives me some big old long arms. So that feels really good right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lock that down right there. So now the next piece is that cheek piece. So if you close your eyes, rest your cheek, and it needs to go up. Really good. Wow. Like I'm right there. Perfect. That's looking gorgeous. Yeah, that's got it. Cheek rest is set right there. Okay, so what we've done is we adjusted the length of pole to our arm. So again, get that arm in that 90-degree bend. And you want to have that right grip to where your finger fits over the trigger just the right way. And hopefully you guys can see it all pretty good. Which I've had that adjusted now, so you can see it's out there pretty far. I've got some big old long reach apparently. Then once we get all that set, we're going to put it in our shoulders like you would if you were going to be out at the range shooting. And you're just going to put your head down, close your eyes, and put your cheek down right where it feels comfortable for your shooting position, and then open your eyes. And if your scope is right there, you're good. If your scope is dark on the top, you need to come up a little bit more. If it's dark on the bottom, you need to come down a little bit more. I think that's the right way. But as I rest my cheek, as I close my eyes, and I get comfortable, and I open up, I'm right there. I'm staring at that dot on the road, so I'm not fatiguing my neck. I'm very comfortable. And bam. So that's how we set that up. So now we've got it all set up. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and attach this just for the accurate weight of it, because I don't think this thing weighs that much, but just so that we are matching what we were before, and we're going to get a final weight on this rifle just to see what it weighs. As I told you guys, that was my big thing, is I wanted to know what the weight difference between the old rifle and this rifle as far as hunting setup goes. I will be eventually getting some more weights for the stock, or the internal weights, so that I can get this rifle balanced, which let's check that too. We haven't checked that yet on video. So let's go ahead and weigh it. Like I said, this is exactly what I had on the other rifle, what came off of it. As we hook the rifle up, success. Definitely heavy at 14.7 pounds. It's definitely a very heavy hunting rifle, or hunting setup for a rifle, which is not what this is designed to do, but it'll work, and it'll work great. Like I said, the main reason why I wanted to be able to do this, let's get that safety going again. But the main reason why I wanted to be able to do this as a hunting setup is if I'm going to be spending all year long at the range shooting this thing at steel targets and paper, and becoming very good and very accurate with this, why not use it for hunting? If I grab a different rifle, I might not be as accurate. It's a different setup. So that's the reason why I wanted to make sure I kept this well under 16 pounds, so that I can take this hunting for me, or with me for a day. And again, the type of hunting I do is just walking around. So there is a couple more things I want to do this. I want to get a bigger bolt knob on here, which there's an aftermarket one that slides on the back and you can twist on without having to cut or do anything. I'm looking at that. That's not much, 40 or 50 bucks, but it is in South Africa. That's where they're made and shipped from, so it's an extra $30 shipping. So working on that still. Again, I want to balance this rifle out, which I want to balance it right here on the back, right where that barricade stock is, because I think as I'm hunting, or if I'm out doing whatever, I might be using this right about here. So I kind of want to get that weight balanced right there in that center, and it's just good to have the weight balanced in the center of the rifle, period, which is another reason why I kind of want to go with a center balance. So as you can see, as I try to hold this, it tips to the back. Not a whole lot, so I'm not going to do any fore-end weights, or buttstock weights, sorry. So I'm not going to do any weights in the buttstock, but I will end up doing weights in the fore end here, and I'm going to do the internal weights that are hidden, and try to get it balanced with a bunch of weights in the inside before doing anything on the outside. Just aesthetics, look, stuff like that. But all in all, there we go, finished product. There's the finished rifle. I will do a video once I get the other weights, the internal weights, and get that balanced out better. And I'll also do a video about the bolt. Expect them both to be kind of short videos. But yeah, so there's my gun. This is what I'm going to start shooting with this summer, and start hunting with this next winter. So there you go. Tell me what you guys think. I'd love to hear your opinions. I am not sponsored by anybody. I'm not sponsored by MTD. I'm not sponsored by Vortex, even though everything on here is Vortex and MTD. There's nothing else on here that's from anybody else. So, except for the, of course, the bipods, Magpul. But other than that, no, all good stuff. And I'll leave a link in the description below on everything that's attached on this rifle and all the tools I use to build this rifle. So, again, please like the video, subscribe if you have not subscribed yet, and thank you for tuning in, and I hope you guys like it.